Hey guys, JNasty here. What is up, guys? I'm going to do a Destiny review for you guys today. I've been enjoying the game, been playing it a lot. Number 1 in kills for a single game. I'm number 3 on PlayStation 4 for the most kills in all on Destiny, so I've been playing a lot, been enjoying it. Been playing a lot of the multiplayer, not too much of the campaign. But anyways, I'm going to do my review of Destiny and tell you guys if you should get the game or not. And first off, I'll let you know right now, get the game. It's fun. It's great. If you're not very good at multiplayer PvP, player versus player, you can always do the campaign, and that's where you're going to get geared up is the campaign anyway, so you might as well enjoy it by playing the campaign. So if you're not a strong player versus player, you can always do PvE, player versus everything, and have some fun like that and play with friends. It's always better to play with friends, by the way. But anyways, I'm going to start this review off, and I'm going to talk about the campaign. I'm going to talk about the positives of the campaign. So first off, the campaign, there's a lot of fun fights. I was playing with my friends, my 2 friends, and I was laughing. It was really fun. It was pretty difficult. It's challenging, which you don't see a lot of that too much these days. But it was really fun, really challenging, and I really enjoyed it. The campaign also is probably the best way to get geared and leveled up. Probably not leveled up, but best way to get geared. You have to do the strike playlist, and you gotta defeat the bosses to probably get the legendaries. I'm assuming if they drop off bosses. I don't know if anybody's dropped the legendary yet, because I haven't got one, so I'm thinking it's the level 22 strike playlist is where you're going to start seeing your legendaries. But overall, campaign's a great way to level and gear up for the game, so you don't even have to play player versus player, which is pretty tight. Also, in the campaign, there's multiple types of enemies. You're not seeing the same enemy over and over. There's a shit ton of enemies, from drones to hunters to snipers to captains and stuff like that, with shields, laser beams. A very, very good mix of enemies, which makes it pretty exciting and not as stale, because there's different types of ways you have to play against those enemies. Also, this is a really big thing, is the ability to play with friends. Like I said, you can play with 2 other people in the campaign and in the missions, and it makes the game a lot more enjoyable when you're playing with your friends and you can talk to your friends. And if you guys are hearing some background noise, it's my dog. He's chewing on his feet. I don't know why they do that, but he's chewing on his feet. Now, the next thing is there's a ton of customization in this game. It's really, for the armor, you can do different types of armor. Like, you can level them up different times. They all, like, carry more scout ammo or carry more assault ammo. So there's a lot of type of builds you could probably do. I don't know if I'm going to play for a certain build, for like an assault rifle build or a scout rifle build, but that's possible. So there's a lot of character customization in this game, and a lot of different ways to make your character look. And especially with weapons, you can use a red dot, no sight, or the reflex sight and stuff like that. So it makes it a little bit more not as bland, I guess you could say. Now, here's another positive of the campaign, or just the game in general, is it's really hard to gear up. It is really hard. I've been playing probably 12 hours in all, and I haven't gotten 1 legendary yet. So I have all rares, though. I'm all decked out. I'll probably do a class setup player reveal probably later tonight. So if you want to check that out, just come back later on the channel. Probably about 6 hours after this video goes up, I'll do that. But it's really, really hard to gear up. So let's talk about some negatives. The biggest negative with the campaign is you're not really connected to the story. The characters lack an identity. Like in Halo 3, you had Cortana, Master Chief. In Destiny, you don't really get that feeling of, oh wow, this is a badass story mode. The story isn't that great in my opinion, which is kind of a letdown from Bungie, in my opinion. Also, this is a really big thing that I've noticed that kind of sucks about Destiny, is there's no sense of leveling up. Like, there's no sense of you feeling stronger, if that makes any sense. It feels, from the beginning, the only way you feel different is by leveling up your character, and he getting special abilities like the double jump, triple jump, or doing the getting out the subclass and stuff like that. But you really don't have a sense of leveling up, and it feels like when you're playing the campaign, you're like, oh wow, I'm doing a shit ton of damage. You don't have that feeling like you do, like say a Diablo or a World of Warcraft, where you get stronger, you can actually see the numbers triple since when you started playing. You really don't feel that in Destiny, and it kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of a letdown as well. So enough about the campaign. Let's talk about the multiplayer. Let's talk about what I play the most and what I enjoy the most about Destiny. So the multiplayer positives, it's a very fast-paced game. Very, 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 very fast-paced game. Tons of action the entire game. It may not look like there's a ton of action on YouTube or in Rumble, but when I play Conquest or Conquer, it is very, very fast-paced. If the time to kill was a little bit quicker in Destiny, you'd be seeing a lot, like 80 kill games easily. Now, since it is a very fast-paced game, it is a very competitive game. It is hard to win games. I can be going off, and it will be hard to win games. When I dropped 62 kills, we barely won. That's due to teammates, but it is very competitive. People love to play the objective in this game, and people love to win, which is a really good thing for an FPS game. Now, I wish they kind of had a rank system in this game. I don't know if they do, but I wish there was like a 4v4 or 5v5 rank system, or even hell, even a 6v6 rank system where you can actually see how high you can get. Anyways, let's talk about something else. There's a great mixture of guns being played in the multiplayer, from fusion rifles, scout rifles, assault rifles, LMGs, rockets. There's just a ton of different weapons that people are using, hand cannons, that are working for people. I mean, I can go around with a scout rifle, work with that, assault rifle, a shotgun, sniper. You can do well with a lot of the guns in the game, which is pretty badass. Also, this is the best thing about Destiny, is there's a ton of great maps. Out of all of the maps I've played, there's only 2 shitty ones that I consider shitty, and I'll talk about that in the cons. But overall, the maps are amazing in this game. A lot of verticality, but small and fast-paced, which is really, really good. Now, another thing that I like about Destiny and games that take a little bit more time to kill players, there is a skill gap. There is a skill gap. If you're not aiming for the head, if you're not shooting the player in the head, you're not gonna win that gunfight. That is one big tip I can give you guys. Always aim for the head, because it gets multiplied. The headshot multiplier in Destiny is actually really, really good compared to Call of Duty, where if somebody headshot kills you in Call of Duty, it's kind of bullshit. It's not skill-based. But in Destiny, a headshot kill is skill-based, and you always have to aim for the head. So there is a skill gap in this game with player movement, strafing, getting a certain gun and stuff like that. There is a skill gap, and I personally enjoy it. Also, I really love the body movement in this game. The double jump is really, really smooth. The strafing is really, really good. I personally enjoy the strafing, and it adds, like I said, a skill gap to it. But I love the body movement. Really, really good. Fun power-ups in this game. The Titan class has really cool power-ups where you can hit the ground, and afterwards it shocks the ground and you can kill people. The Hunter class, I forget what it is, the blade, the subclass, the blade, where you can run around with a knife and just fuck shit up. Or the gun, the golden gun and stuff like that. Warlock has their big, I don't even know what it's called, because I don't play Warlock, I play Hunter. So, yeah, that's all the pros to multiplayer, and the cons and special abilities. Like, this is kind of a negative with Destiny. Stop, Leroy. Shit, dog. Holy shit. The special abilities are way too easy to do. Like the Titan and the Warlock, you can't really dodge them, which makes it really, really frustrating to play against. Like I said, you can't dodge them. You don't know if they have it or not. At least with the Hunter, you can actually see the player with both their special abilities, the Golden Gun and the Blade. You can actually see them and kind of counter them. But overall, Titan and Warlock abilities are really, really easy, and they don't require a lot of skill. I mean, the Golden Gun takes some skill, and but the Titan and Warlock just don't take any skill at all. It's really easy to use, which doesn't make sense. Also, the melee is a little too good. The range is pretty ridiculous. And there's 2 shitty maps in the game. The Moon, and then the one on Mars where there's vehicles and turrets everywhere. Those are the 2 worst maps in the game, and vehicles are really, really overpowered. And a lot of the bad players just sit on vehicles the entire game. Or if we're playing Moon, they'll just camp with snipers, and it's really boring. But overall, I give Destiny a 9 out of 10. I really, really enjoy it. I think it's a great game, and I suggest you guys buy it. I'm on the PlayStation 4 right now. I currently like it. You might see some frame rate drop in the recording, and that's just the recording. It's not on my PlayStation. I don't know why it's doing that. Also, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and if you guys do, make sure to drop a like. But that is my review on Destiny. Great game. Love the multiplayer more than the campaign. Don't play the campaign too much, but I really do love the multiplayer. I think it's really solid. But I'll see you guys later. Peace out, slutbag. Motherfuckers.